Hello, my name is Ethan Peck, and I'm at ComicsOnline.
Ethan, I'm excited to talk everything Star Trek with you at Star Trek Chicago. Thank you so much for making some time.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
So I'd love to start off, what are your earliest memories of Star Trek? Is there a particular episode or just a story that really stands out to you?
Funnily enough, I remember doing the Vulcan salute it must have been third grade. So I had an awareness for, I guess, Spock and this gesture from a very young age, which I think just illustrates how deeply entrenched our culture is in Star Trek and how Star Trek is so deeply entrenched in us.
How was your casting process for Star Trek?
I auditioned for a role that I didn't know what it was. I knew it was for Star Trek, and I sent in a tape. They called me in to read in person. I came in and read in person. I had another audition after that, and by that time I knew what the role was for, or what the audition was for, which role the audition was for, and I couldn't believe it. I was totally shocked. I never thought that this would be something that I could audition for, or would ever audition for, or even be cast in. And it turns out that I was the only person who went to that final audition. And yeah, it was a really sort of stunning revelation to me that it was for the role of Spock. And I got the audition. I heard the next day that I got the part, or maybe 2 days later, and I just was in disbelief.
The fact that you guys have gotten to continue on the adventures with Strange New Worlds, spinning out of Discovery, has been just a thrill to watch. How did you find out that Strange New Worlds was going to be a thing?
So after Discovery, Anson Mount, who plays Captain Pike, Rebecca Romaine, who plays Una, the three of us did a few short treks, which were, I guess, 7-minute little featurettes. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, I wasn't told this explicitly. In my opinion, these were sort of proofs of concept of a Strange New Worlds television show, or what at that time was unnamed. And we made those in 2019. In January of 2020, I got a call from Alex Kurtzman, and he told me, "Your show's a go." And I was totally floored, because when I was on Discovery, I thought that this was going to be a recurring guest star just on that show. In my more wild dreams, it became its own show, and I became Spock permanently. I think that it was sort of an experiment. I'm not sure that they knew how I would be in the role. Of course, they didn't really know, because you kind of can't know. And everything just went well and went as it did, and here I am now, and it's still kind of incredible to me.
I'd love to hear from a production perspective. The set looks incredible. It sounds like you guys really get to do a lot of fun stuff. What was the production piece that really stood out to you, or just the cool piece of the creative process walking onto the set of Strange New Worlds?
Yeah, the level of detail is unbelievable on the sets and in the props. But what really stood out to me is that all of the monitors are practical. So that's not added in later. They're not little green screens. There are graphics playing while we're filming, while we're acting, performing with them. And that to me is just amazing, because it's just one less thing you have to imagine, right? When you're acting, if let's say the monitor is, there's a Klingon ship arriving and it's up on monitor and it's got this many weapons or whatever. There's a bunch of information that will appear on the screen. And so to not have to imagine that and to be living with it in person, in real life, in real time, is really spectacular. So I'm so grateful that they have that team that makes those digital assets.
What drew you to the world of entertainment and acting in particular?
I'm not sure. I imagine it was my grandfather, who was an actor. I've been acting since I was 7 years old, so auditioning professionally since I was 7. And I think that they put me in it because of my grandfather, and I had sort of an aptitude for it, it seemed. And here I am now. I'm still doing it. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know how to explain it. but things have just gone very, very well for me, and I'm very fortunate.
Subspace Rhapsody was an incredible one for Strange New Worlds.
Yeah,
what was it like filming that one in particular?
So novel. I mean, I'd never done a musical. I'm not a singer. And so that was an enormous challenge and an amazing opportunity to experience that and go through that. Recording that song that I did, I'm the X, took like 9 hours. It's a 2.5-minute song. So it took, between 7 and 9 hours. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was so incredibly difficult. And then filming it was actually quite cathartic because they played the song as we filmed, and we could either lip sync or sing along. I sang along because I didn't want to look like I wasn't singing. I think we all did. And that was a really wonderful and fun experience. I was surprised.
I heard you wrapped up season 3. We've got season 4 on the horizon.
Yeah.
Any other projects you're working on that you can share?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Season 4.
Excited for season
4. Here we come.